What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good afternoon and welcome to this new video in which we'll do an update on Aptos, or the APT coin, whatever you want to call it, but we'll call it Aptos in this video. Wanted to cover it for well, basically two reasons. First of all, it was requested, alright? I tried to do as many requests as possible, but it was requested by people. Some people wanted an update on this. I know some of you have held Aptos and trade Aptos. Aptos is a very traded crypto, big volume and stuff. But apart from that, Aptos has been massively bullish as well. It's almost up 100% in the last 7 days. And right now, I mean, if you take a look at the volume, it's still amazing. Volume is more than three quarters of the market cap, and it's just very high. And most of the volume is coming from credible sources as well. Apart from that, 28% from BYBIT. And most of you know, if you're a follower of this channel, most of you know what I think about Korean volume. All right, usually, and I don't mind explaining this again, but usually when there's a lot of Korean volume, there's something pumping. All right, it's not always a pump and dump. Definitely not when it's such a big crypto like Aptos, but often it is. All right, and one thing it definitely does do is it increases the risk of volatility, which we have seen, and the risk of a crash. So that's something good to know, and it's something I 100% do not like. All right, it's a lot of money, $225 million. And I know, I mean, Korean volume, there's nothing wrong with it, but if it's proportionally a lot, just historically seen and statistically seen, usually there's something fishy going on. So I just wanted to warn you about that. So today, not that bullish of a day for Aptos, but we actually did start bullish. This gives a more bearish image than what's actually going on, because what is actually going on is that yesterday we managed to break above this resistance level around $8. It's more like between 7.6 and $8, but we broke above that level. And we have held that ever since. As you can see, sometimes a little bit easier than other times, but we have held above it, even today, that we are, as I said, a little bit more bearish. So yeah, Aptos is bullish. If we take a look, I always think it's important and definitely valuable to take a look at some of the statistics around Aptos. As you can see right here, we take a look at over the last 6 months. You can see that the total value locked of Aptos has gone up, even though it's not amazing. So other cryptos like Cardano and Solana actually have had better developments in total value locked. It's not the end of the world. Daily transactions are going up a little bit, but the TPS, so the transactions per second, is still very low. They claimed way more than this. I think they claimed like 15,000, something like that. Now, obviously, maybe there's not a lot being transacted. That's 100% possible, but still. So yeah, I mean the entire ecosystem behind it, it's not doing bad, but it's definitely not doing great either. So that's kind of what's been going on with Aptos, and that just further solidifies the risk that we're having with a move like this, with the Korean volume and this move not really being substantiated, I think. But in crypto, a lot of things are possible. So it's still possible that we'll break above our main resistance level, which is right now $8.5, $8.6. That will get up to our next price target at around $9.1, $9.2, also circling around that $9 psychological level. The answer, the question is, can we actually do something like this? And the big thing where it depends upon is basically if we can hold this level here at 7.8, 7.6, all right? If we can hold that as a support for like 3 or 2 more days, let's say 2 more days, then I think we'll also break above 8.6 and get to our next price target at 9.2 and 9.1. But this is really the question, can we hold it? And at this point of time, even though it's quite risky for me to say this in these bullish market circumstances, but at this point of time, I think it's more likely that Aptos will hold it initially, but that then afterwards we will drop back down towards $7. And then from $7 we will hold, and if the market actually remains bullish, so if Bitcoin actually stays on top of 20,500, then I think we'll be able to get to $9 later on. But I think we're a little bit inflated and overvalued right now, and I think a small drop, it's not a big drop, but a small drop I think is coming. and I also think is kind of necessary. So that's my take on Aptos for today. If you do have any questions, as always, let me know. But for now, take care and bye.